Death. I know that word is a heavy word, filled with much emotions. We have seen its story many times, and yet, when forced to embrace it, the word consumes us. We forget who we are, where we're at, and we suddenly begin to detach from everything. Existence is a figment of a past life. Its purpose, lost. Numb. Numb. Numb, she repeats to herself, anxiously awaiting the feeling of nothingness. Maybe the thought of being one step closer to being completely and utterly alone in whatever this is what strikes this surge of nothingness to paralyze me. Or maybe for you, it's the fear of possibly spending forever in extreme pain and suffering as that hot potato gets passed back and forth. Will I be holding it when that moment happens? For perfection has yet to be discovered. Yeah, I was in the grips of that one for a while as well. There are many theories about death, the end of our loved ones and the end of our own. I do not know which one is true and which one is not. Everyone believes their theory of the end is the theory, as if it were true, as if it were fact, but none have been proven beyond a shadow of a doubt. You are allowed to have all the faith in the world that your theory is true, but it is still a theory nonetheless, and no more a fact than that person's over there or even mine. Yep, I have my own theory about the end. It is a collaboration of all the things in this world that have made sense to me over the years, no matter their origin, and no one has proven them beyond a shadow of a doubt to be wrong, so I'm keeping my theory in the running with everyone else's. What's my theory, you ask? Well, just as a refresher, I believe the human body is to earth as consciousness is to energy, meaning energy, such as the energy from the sun, is one type of energy that brings the matter of earth to life, much like our consciousness is what ultimately brings humans to life. With the help of energy from food, water, oxygen, or air, and heat or fire, the matter of our bodies can stay alive on machines without the existence of consciousness for some time. The right balance of those four energies together can keep matter alive, but what truly makes that matter unique is its spirit or consciousness. Without that, all you have is tissue, muscles, organs, bones, cells, and molecules. Without the consciousness, all you really have is matter. So, if our consciousness is a type of energy, that means it can never be created nor destroyed. Why, you ask? Because according to the first law of thermodynamics, energy is neither created nor destroyed, but it can transform. Energy is what gives matter movement and life. The sun's energy is one of three ingredients that creates food for trees and plants. That energy transforms to help them grow and thrive. Humans eat plants and its energy moves through us, providing transportation of minerals and nutrients our body needs. Another example of energy transforming is in water. From oceans to clouds to rain, into plants, animals, and then into humans. From location to location, it initiates movement of matter in some way. Our matter may have a shelf life, but does our conscious energy, our soul? I don't think so. And it's because of those things that I believe our consciousness, what makes us truly who we really are, transforms into different styles of matter, reborn into another human life, or maybe a hawk this time, free to roam the skies as I please. A new life and a new set of eyes to see the world through. And with each new life comes more wisdom, understanding, and clarity, making the next better than the last. We all know we are not perfect. We all know that we have seen and been through tragedies, pain, and suffering that may have led to those imperfect moments. Sometimes we get a second and third chance to heal and redeem ourselves, and sometimes we don't. And sometimes we are innocent casualties of someone else's path. Which is why, for me, I believe my consciousness transforming into another human form makes sense. I do say it is mighty nice of you to give me a bit more time in another human form to figure all this out. There's a lot to take in, and I know I royally messed up on that last life, but I think I figured something new out. I didn't always feel this way. You cause me pain, then I wish the same and more to you. But what good does that really do? The more I thought about it, I realized that I'd rather see the people who have done me wrong learn, understand, and evolve instead of wishing them pain, suffering, and misery for eternity. As I've stated in the past, hatred and suffering only create one thing: fear, which creates more suffering. There's no going up in that scenario. But what if given the right tools, the right teachers, and the chance to handle life differently, that person could heal and start to see a different path to take? Maybe a new life in a different human form shows them a different perspective on who they were. Karma, in a way. Because if all we do is punish without teaching why, then how does one actually learn? Plus, not all of us are born into the same circumstances. Some are born with wonderful parents, given the ability to learn everything they need and master success. And then others are born to parents who are dealing with their own unsolved problems, growing up with possible abuse of some sort, leading to a slew of issues, and then maybe even death at an early age. It's not quite fair that it's game over for that second soul. Sorry you got the short end of the stick on that life, but either way, you got caught with the hot potato, so it's pain and suffering for you for eternity. Wow, it's kind of harsh, don't you think? No, I don't know about you, but I'd rather see change for the better than more pain and suffering. For every action, there is a reaction. Beating me, causing me pain and suffering only creates fear and hatred. Fear of whatever it is I am made to be afraid of. Fear has been created, but real change for the better has not. But teaching, helping me learn, grow, and evolve, that is where one will find authentic and sustainable change for the better. Sometimes it can take 40 years or longer to finally understand something, and that's just one thing. There are so many things I need to learn, and there are so many things in this world that I want to explore. I want to be a professional ballerina, learn to create the sound I love so much that comes from that piano. I want to be a world traveler, a professional volleyball player, a singer, Broadway actress, work at NASA and discover a new world, a clothing designer, owner of a meditation oasis. And that's just to name a few. I just can't believe 80 to 100 years, if I'm lucky, is enough time to learn everything I need and want to learn. Being that nothing has been proven without a shadow of a doubt about my ending, well, I choose to be different, believe something different, something that truly makes sense to me deep down in my soul. I believe with one life, matter grows from baby to elderly, but with each life, our consciousness grows or evolves in much the same way, with an adult or evolved consciousness being someone who has found clarity and peace. What happens after that? I'm still working out the kinks. A theory in the making, maybe for my next life or for someone else to think of. I don't believe we will ever be alone. Our energies are connected and always able to find one another. We'll miss those we spent that life with, but we will experience their energy again. Much like deciding to move out of state from family and friends. We will visit in time, and maybe even spend a few more lives together, because our energies are in sync with each other. What if our consciousness, our soul, has many lifetimes to learn, understand, and grow? What if we are all going in the same direction? We all have our unique paths, free will to get from point A to point Z, but we are all still going in the same direction nonetheless. Much like driving from east to west, will we all take the same roads? Will we all make the same stops? Will we all take the same amount of time to get there? What if the consciousness lives multiple lives, and with each life is a new understanding, slowly evolving from life to life? What if we live each life as a different form of matter, a different person, born to new circumstances in a new country with a different way of living? You don't know how someone truly feels until you've walked a day in their shoes, right? A different skin tone with each new breath of life, and a new perspective, a new piece of the puzzle uncovered. And with that, another moment to learn, understand, heal, and evolve. Once we understand something new, we don't unlearn it. Our consciousness continues to evolve into each new life, creating a little more happiness with each step. Wouldn't that explain those that seem to be born into a life where they are a genius at something? That 6-year-old who plays the piano like a master pianist without a single lesson? Maybe they mastered in a past life, maybe many past lives. What if that is a scenario before us? How would you look at the world differently? Would that change the way we treat each other? Would it change the way we choose to live? Would that change the way we treat ourselves? Yes, that is my theory. I am allowed to think whatever I choose and believe whatever makes the most sense to me, so why not? For me, 2 + 2 = 4 in this theory. It may not for you, and there is nothing wrong with that, because it is only a theory, and you are allowed to believe anything you want. In my theory, we are allowed to be different. This theory brings me peace. It inspires me to want to learn, understand, and evolve into a better soul, a better human being. In my theory, we are all capable of evolving and creating more peace in our souls, and in turn, a better world for everyone.